Hi everyone. So let's get started. I'm Ganesh, founder of Bharat Mivans, a performance marketing agency. In this particular video, I'll explain exactly how the creative strategy. This is a creative strategy series where we'll be going through in detail how to craft a high converting good creative for an e-commerce brand. From start to end, from research to creation of high converting creatives, everything will be explained bit by bit, everything in detail. Let's get started. First, let's get started on the in this video what we'll exactly cover is everything from creating a creative that converts, from research to core concepts to reporting. Everything will be covered. Why trust me? Experience of 4+ years in creating creatives, managed multiple $1 million budgets, worked with some of the top and fastest growing brands in the category, as well as trusted consultants to some of the top brands in the category, in the industry as well. So hopefully that was my intro. Now let's get started on how we can craft a good creative. First, let's get the basics right. For crafting a creative, the main ingredient is the product. If you're still not able to sell a product without ads, then please don't continue any further, stop here and start working on your product so that it can sell without ads and people come again. That's the only metric you should be chasing for, where people come again to buy from your brand, your product. That is when you have actually attained a product market fit, though there are varied degrees of how you can establish it. Next, coming to the offer part. Offer is decided before you design a creative. Offer might not be restricted just to discounts. It can be more than discounts. Here are a few examples. It can be free product, collaboration with brand. It was a recent viral effort by Mokobara and Indigo, where they collaborated, where the Mokobara suitcase gets 2 kg extra on an Indigo flight. So that's an offer. They are not giving any discount. That's a good offer which compels the customer to choose your brand over others. Then exclusive limited edition products is also an offer. Now recently, last year, suppose Starbucks launched a red cup on their during the Christmas. So that's a limited edition, and that's why instead of going to other coffee brands, people might choose to come to Starbucks because that's a limited edition product. So that's the offer. Next, last but not the least, it's the discounts, obviously what everyone understands it. This is the product, next the offer. Third, the naming convention. First, decide on the naming, how you will be naming the creators, because this will be spanned across, the same naming structure will be spanned across all the organizations. Starting from your top junior management to the top management, everything will be involved. This is what our naming convention is. The type of creative, -product, -angle, -type of ad, and the variation number. Suppose an example would be image, slow cooker, that's the type of product, angle is price, then type of ad is UGC by Manisha, and then a variation number, that is 1. Suppose we change the hook, then we make it as a variation number 2, hook. We write it as a hook so that it is descriptive enough to understand that this is what we are testing in the variation number. So once the basics are done, let's get cliches, but important. These might be cliches, but they're absolutely important in designing a creative. Be clear, not clever. Clever works when you have an existing audience and it works to please others in the industry, but not to your customers. Instead of saying we give $200 off on $50 on $500 purchase and $600 off on $1,200 purchase, be straightforward as to 10% discount on all products. So that's a clear offer. It's not that you cannot give tiring discounts, which I explained earlier, but you can make it more clear to the audience, and hence more people have more propensity to buy from your product. Next, less is more in terms of designing a creative. You need not populate everything in the single creative. A single pain point led creative can do vastly better than multiple features communicated in the same creative. So less in terms of design, less in terms of visuals, less in terms of text, everything is more always in the creative. Because the best ads, if you pick up both the classics from the 1950s or the recent classics from Nike, Apple, They always communicate less, but most important factor that influences the buying decision of the customer. Next, it is about knowing your audience. I am not saying knowing your audience pains, desires. We are talking about a differentiated insight which your competitors does not have. For example, the Airbnb CEO, Brian, actually said that when he started the Airbnb as a startup, he said he had a differentiated insight that people are willing to stay in strangers' rooms. That's a differentiated insight that hotel owners who discarded the idea or investors who discarded the idea did not have, and hence he continued further and further. So that's a differentiated insight you should be chasing for, a differentiated pain point that your brand is not, that other brands are not catering to. That is where you will be winning in the creative, not by saying the same thing about acne or same thing about lifestyle and everything. Next, content is king here, what you write, but message is the kingdom. Message, what you convey is more important than how you write. Because if at all you falter in how you write, if the message is strong enough, people will share it. People will comment on it, engage with it, buy your products because the message is strong enough. Because there are creatives or there are even movies which are nothing but long form of ads because it's an entertainment where the message is very clear, but the content part it was not that clear, but still it did well in the box office or even in commercial success part. Fifth, emotion sells. So how do you sell emotion? Always create ad creatives that are entertaining then selling. If you create an ad creative that only sells, that does not perform well for long, make it entertaining for people to actually engage with the creative. That's the first and most important rule. That first rule is make the ad creative entertaining. Second rule is the ad creative must sell the product. Very clearly sell the product. There are instances where people say that it should sell the click and everything. No, I would say it should still sell the product itself because the message should be such that it should motivate the user on landing page to buy the product. Otherwise, they might, if the landing page has an issue or something, they might leave the site. But even then, if the message is strong enough, they'll come back again to check it. Next, this is the research phase. In this video, this is the most important part of it, as to how do you exactly research for creators. Everyone says research is important. I'll show you exactly step by step how I do it. I'll share a document. I'll share the complete process, everything in detail. So stick around. Goal of the research. What's the goal of the research process? Fill this entire document. Now, what is this doc? This is the doc I'm talking about. Here. Now, let's go through this doc in a moment. Let's get into this doc now. Here are important links. These are important links that you come up when you see, when you are researching about the product, for example. I'll show you exactly what links I'm talking about. These are the questions your research phase should answer. What triggers people to begin the buying journey? What is the job they are trying to get done? What are the pain points? What are the selfish desires? I'll explain all through an example. Please stick around. I'll just go through the framework or the template here and then explain with an example. Angles, then not aware, aware audience, used or viewed it, top major pain points, top major values, keywords, headlines, competitors, pain, state of customer, desires, audience, creative inspiration, flash of ideas, everything. These flash of ideas are basically when you are just researching the product, you are typically getting a couple of ideas from your own just by viewing or just by researching for long, and that time you can note it down here. Now going back to the slides, then the types of research. Number one is customer or audience research. Every marketer, at least most of the marketers, the only type of research they know is competitor research. That's not what it is. I'll define. There are actually three types of research which you can do. First one, customer or audience research. Now what is in this? Some of the places to start are customer interviews, Reddit, Facebook groups, Quora, Amazon, everything. This is the customer research. Now let's get started on research for a personal care brand on a customer research basis. So this is the doc we have looked into. First question we answer, what triggers people to begin the buying journey? Let's get started on this. Okay, so what gets people to begin the buying journey? This is a personal care brand. Say we are selling a face wash. So we type in, why do people buy face wash? You need to understand what's the reason. Okay, they might have pain regarding some kind of disease, or it might be because they uh, they want to make they want to nourish or moisturize. So either it's a disease. A disease, I would not say. I would say it's a pain in terms of acne, irritation. Then it can be because of lifestyle. It can be because they have a objective. For example, they have a function coming up, any festive or any they have a relative's marriage or something. So that is the trigger point. Now, instead of, this is an old way which I am showing you right now, this why do people buy face wash. A new way is to get into GPT and look into what triggers people to begin the buying journey, to begin their journey of buying, ignore the mistakes please, buying a face wash. Then what job are they trying to get done? So what is the main pain they're trying to solve here? They're trying to solve either cure their acne or whatever that is, or improve their lifestyle. So they need to feel good. They would have to have a feel good moment when they apply the face wash. So we can explain that specific part in a creative. Feel good on application as well as help them also, not just that feel good on one try. Function coming up, so that is more use case based or event case based. Event case. So let's get into ChatGPT now for now. So they have skin concerns, age or hormonal changes. So that's a good pain which we need to solve. So we write it in the pain point here. So what's the reason they buy a product? Age and hormonal changes, marketing, advertising, increasing awareness, ingredients and trends. Be more specific. So lifestyle changes, as you see here, lifestyle changes. So lifestyle changes is also an area where it triggers people to buy the product. Now this already gives a new creative angle. They are saying that they are getting old and hence their skin is getting old. So that's an angle we can talk about. So we write it in flash of ideas, age related angle, where we talk about skin getting old and their biological age not matching their actual age. So that's one of the angle, biological age, if you're aware of what it is. So that is one of the pain point. Then we talk about diet and health changes, increased exposure to pollution. So because of work, that might be a trigger point, because they'll have to commute for work. So work is a trigger point. So that way, hope you get a sense of it. What are the pains with the other solutions? Okay, what are the pains do customers experience when they use products other than face wash? So that is how you look into as to what pains are customers experiencing. Then what are the selfish desires? Why are people buying the product? It can be because they want to look good, satisfy their ego, get respect in society. You'll have to drill down into psychological aspects of it as to why people are buying this. Then for face wash, it is to cure their pain. That's always there. Okay, this is faulted again. I don't know what happens here. Okay, so what are the selfish desires behind people buying a face wash? Okay, what's the minimum quality product should have? So this is an important point as to exactly what you should be looking for. We can type here what all the things to look for when buying a face wash. this gives an idea as to what actually people are looking for, what to look for in a face cleanser. So somebody has already done the hard work for us, that these are the things you should talk about. So whatever the people are looking for, that is what you need to talk about in your creative. So what are the skin types? So the skin type, okay, we need to talk about the skin type. Then the values, this comes under values, skin type. Then we need to talk about, okay, also please note that you should, if you can go through the blog here, they have some very specific terms that they use. So you can always use them in your ads. So I'll copy a few terms, say complexion, then invisible pores, red patches, typically those with combination skin, combination T-zone. So these terms, if you say, what happens is it grabs attention, because T-zone is not something they hear on a daily basis. And if an ad says it, okay, they are educated. Okay, the T-zone, I might be facing this problem, but I have given a name for it. Like the customer might be facing the problem, but the brand has given a name for it. So that means the customer now trusts the brand to solve for their problem. That is how it works. The right cleanser for your skin type, and what are the other looking for? Okay, not very good in terms of what the content is, how to pick. Yeah, always look into magazines. These Vogue, Ellen, and everything, Ellen Decor, because they have very highly skilled content writers, and their copywriting is absolutely magnificent in terms of everything. The skincare basic you shouldn't mess up. So this is a copy which can be used in ads. For example, the face wash that doesn't mess up your skin, something like that. That's quite basic, but face wash that doesn't mess up your skin, that's the tagline for the creative. Always look into, read slowly and find out sentences where it's very beautifully described what the pain point is. What is the face wash? What does it really do? So face wash for dry skin, oily skin, for sensitive. So skin type is something we are seeing again and again popping up. So skin type is absolutely important for the customer. Some other values we can think about is the smell. Is it travel friendly? So you get the gist of it. That's how it is. Okay, now competitors. Let's get started later. Then we need to specify angles for not aware, aware and used audience once we get into this. So what are we talking about? What all things do people look for in a face wash? So it is answered. You can also use GPT once again here, that what are the selfish desires. Then what are the problems industry has? So you are now trying to identify why your face wash should exist. What is the problem with other face washes people are trying to find out? So for that, let's use Reddit for this, because there are numerous, at least hundreds of subreddits, which subreddits are nothing but groups where people interact and share their concerns. Face wash you use, face wash for oily, acne prone skin, favorite face washes. So you can sort it by top 11s. Let's sort it by top, because that's where most of the interaction as engagement is. So Tifu by owning a golden retriever while being black. No. Japanese face wash. Okay. Okay. Not much. If you don't find anything, because Reddit's search is pretty bad, face wash Reddit, you type and check it out. What's your current favorite cleanser? What's your favorite soap? So this is once again we can use favorite face wash. So that's something we can attract the audience with. That hundreds of customers voted this as their favorite face wash. So that's a tagline once again for the creator. Be cognizant of the fact that every word you use is having an impact for the customer. You might be saying these words again and again, but that's the first time customer will hear it. So that's very different. So I've got a acne prone skin, looking for stuff that does not strip my skin away. Does not strip my skin. That's a value people are looking for. So does not strip my skin. Once again, this can also be used in keywords. Okay, my all-time favorite is Himalaya. So why is this all-time favorite? Let's read through it. The regular one that comes in a tube and not foaming one which comes in a pump. It's low pH. Okay, people want to, these are hardcore fans of the skincare category. don't perceive this as an audience for all terms, but that's why we have written here angles, not aware. This comes into used or viewed it, because there's a whoever is interacting here and giving answers, they're hardcore fans and know about the industry very well. So they're talking about low pH, gentle, budget friendly. So low pH, pocket friendly, that's nothing but budget friendly. And then I absolutely love its best face wash I have used so far. I repurchased it a few times. So repurchase, this is a social proof angle which can be used, which can say, for example, 85% of our risk. Please don't be unethical here, be actually ethical, but something I'm writing it up for the sake of the video. 85% of the audience mentioned they would buy this face wash again. So this becomes another angle. This is for attracting the aware audience who want to buy a face wash, but they have not bought it because they are on the fence that should I buy, should I not buy from this brand. So there you are instilling a social proof. Understand the segment of the audience you are targeting. If they are not aware at all about the face wash, then you talk about the pain, because they are aware of the pain but not the solution. When they are aware of the pain and the solution, they are on the fence. You talk about the trust factor, why people trust your brand, why you should choose, what's the USP. If they are used or viewed it, be more technical as to what exactly they are looking for. Then they have used I have used Himalayas and brand Sugandha. Face wash doesn't really do anything good or bad for you. It just removes oil. Okay, dirt, grime. So that is what they are looking for. That's the value. Once again, we write it in the value section. State of the customer. The state of the customer is either he's aware of face wash or aware of the pain itself, aware of acne but not aware of solution. So like that you can describe the different states of the customer. Bold claims. So these are something, bold claims of proof, where you can use that some people have given exceptional reviews for your brand or product. Can you use those? So those are the claims. These stories also, let me show you how can we find stories. Okay, there I have tried Recunland, I loved it, Cetaphil. What's your favorite cleanser? Joseph, yeah, you're gonna hate me, but I love Himalayan neem. So Himalayan neem is coming up quite well again and again. So we'll have to look into when doing the competitive research part. So let's see into it. Favorite cleanser, I'm having a morning, I use Cetaphil, gentle face wash. So this is a story. You see here, they're explaining their use case. From morning I use this, evening I use this. So that's a story. We note it down. Then the objections part. Like, what are the objections? Why are people not buying it? So why not to buy a face wash? Should I stop using a face wash? So Quora is also an exceptional place to find out what exactly is going on, because they provide extremely good content in terms of the answers. Extremely irritating. Okay, objection is their face washes are irritating for me. Then I have a combination skin, I spent a lot of money. It is okay. So money is another factor. So they might need discounts here. Then okay, pregnancy was the only time my skin was absolutely clean and clear. Okay, and the after effect was amazing. So they are very concerned about the after effect here. After effect. So that becomes a value again. But what's the after effect? Can you talk about an angle which says before and after? Not exactly show visually, but at least say in the text that from acne prone to acne free. That's quite basic, but hopefully the message is communicating. And next, best brands. Is there a way? Best quality of, yeah, this is another hack you can use. One other hack I would say is just type Netflix plus skincare. Let's see what comes up. Now, can we tie our Netflix, the trending part, to the skincare? Can we tie our creative to the macro environment of what the person is going through or what the customer's life is in the present moment? For example, if a Netflix shows come out, or I would otherwise do as skin plus English proverb. So let's see. Okay, it's a skin related proverbs in English. Okay. Skin related purpose. Your skincare routine is a bank account. So these you get good copy from using this. These are all things. The best foundation you can wear is glowing healthy skin. Skincare must be good. Your makeup game will never be a 10 if your skincare game is only a 2. Yeah, this is a very good line. So you can say your makeup game, your skincare game will never be a 10 if you are not using this face wash. If you are not using this niacinamide face wash, so you are highlighting something unique. Okay, niacinamide, I am not using it. So that way, if you just say if you're not using this face wash, that comes up as an offset and bold claiming. People don't like claims. They want to buy themselves but not be sold to. So that's the classic difference. So here you exactly say what they're looking for. In terms of skincare game is only a 2. So like this you can look into exactly what's going on, why you should buy, look into paints, the research process. Otherwise would also involve computer research, everything. Make use of ChatGPT and everything here. Let's get started with again slides. Next it is brand research. Go through all branded assets, the reviews, brand guide, full website. So how do we go through this? The branded reviews. For example, I recently came across a brand. Okay, this one, this brand. So they sell shoes. So let's get into where are the reviews. So you are just go through the descriptions of the product you are trying to sell. So first read through exactly what you are trying to sell. What's the unique functionality of this? What's the unique speciality of this? That's how you can get started with it. Okay, let's get into the sandals because I could not find review here. Okay, we have a couple of reviews. Let's read through 73 reviews. Okay, let's read through this. 73 reviews. Okay, so in reviews again, your prime concern is analyzing the story. What's the instance? What's the thing people are caring about here? Everything. Okay, so absolutely love the whole automated customer interaction. I often cracked this often poorly. Okay, I'm hoping to see a similar style for women. Okay, the strap is made of rubber and feels uncomfortable to walk. So that's a bad point. So that's an objection. We write it in the objection section. Then core comfortable. They're saying comfortable. Okay. Okay. So far loved it. It's minimalistic, so we can use to describe our product. Minimalistic, sustainable and comfortable sandals. So that becomes a tagline again. So this goes into keywords. It's comfortable. Everyone is saying comfortable. Could be better. I thought softness due to cork material, but unfortunately, okay, they are very concerned about because it's a cork sandal, which is this. So they are concerned how the softness will be. So that's a very important point that can be called out very clearly. That cork, softness of a cotton on a cork sandal, something like that. Looks simple and feels very comfortable. Ordered another pair for my wife. So that's a good social proof that can be used to crack the aware market who are on the fence but not buying it because they have trust issues with the brand. So that's in the aware market which can be used. Yeah, and then you can also go into Amazon and see what's going on. For example, let's go get into Amazon. Let's get into reviews. This is for a slow cooker. I'll take a different example this time, exactly how we use it. Okay, first read through what are the main keywords people are using. Good quality, slow cooker, very fast delivery. Delivery people are concerned about. Okay, this is a great thing. Whenever it's more of content from the customer side, that is very pleasing because now you get so much information. The cooker is well built, bowl is sturdy, high heating. However, there doesn't seem to be any temperature control to cook food unattended while at work. Okay, which defies the entire idea of cook food. Slow warm to the food, then have the temperature stabilized, and then probably these tests in some cold country like China, but at high ambient in India, the food actually starts boiling after a few hours, even at low setting. Okay, that's a concern for them. Great purchase. Okay, why do they say great purchase? Ceramic coating is sturdy. So people are concerned about the sturdiness, everything. So that's how we need to understand exactly what people are concerned about and how can we relate to that in the creator. Next in terms of reviews, brand guide. Also you can go through brand guides. Next, it's a competitor research. Google Keyword Planner can be used to identify. You can just type in your brand name. For example, you have got a brand name called Nimans or something. Type in the name and see what people are searching for. What are the other keywords people are searching for? Then look into what are the paints. Are there any paints they are saying? Like for example, they can say that Nimans footwear, the strap issue, something. Are they searching for that? So can we use this as an angle in the creative? And the past performance, that's always there. Next, the computer research. Here are all the places you can visit: the Facebook ads library, marketplace, website reviews, everything. So let's get started how we can do computer research here. There are actually two ways you can do. Instead of just one is select a particular brand. Let's select Mamaearth for example, because it's skincare which we are looking for. Let's select Mamaearth as to, you will need to identify patterns as to what people are. You need not copy the content or the style. Identify patterns as to what is the message being communicated here over the course of many creators. Okay. Also identify as to what stage of the company is in. Mamaearth can say that this is a onion rich thing, but can you say? Because the stage Mamaearth's awareness and your brand's awareness is very different. So it needs to. So they are using UGC. So what are they saying here? Okay, it is starting with people being concerned, looking into the mirror. So that is a good hook which can be used. And they are introducing the product here. Okay, let's get into, okay, what is the headline? Stimulates hair growth. So hair growth is something people are talking, the competitors are talking about. Then again, what are the other things? So they are using catalog ads. You see, it's a white background ad, which means a catalog ad. Okay, Shamla Tagore shares his wisdom with Sarah. No, nothing much. Your goodness wakes me up. Okay, most of them are videos. They are highly rich video content. So we should be using into leveraging more videos. This is for one of the brand. Next, what you can do is face wash. Just search randomly. Let's see what are the ads running for face wash. Not all are visible obviously, but most of them. You see 8,400 results. So that's very good. Now if you see that some random face washes are popping up, sometimes add a keyword like premium face wash to filter out better. This might improve the search result, but it works. It's a hit and a miss, so you need to verify as to what exactly is going on. Okay, it is taking too long. Let's go back to the previous thing. Okay, this is already loaded. Fine, great. So now it runs on results, which is good enough. So what are they talking about? They're talking about active face wash, vitamin C serum. So what's the design aspect of it? They are using the curvature of the circle to write the text. So can we use this again in our creative? Look into the design aspect. Now for the design aspect, you can also look into the Reddit part. Alex, so Reddit, when you say images, let's get into the face wash part. Face wash, I think. Okay, see, they are using a different image here. Okay, let's get into some subreddit otherwise. Skincare addiction. Let's get into this subreddit and see what are the kind of things people are looking for. Okay, so they are writing so long stories, rants, raves, ketosis, ruining my life. So this can be another keyword. Ruining my life is acne ruining your life. So this is the creative. So can we create some kind of creative? See, this is a very authentic creative. Just nothing. Just this is written. This becomes an ad. Can we use this as an ad? Be authentic in your ads always. Again, okay, not many images here. Okay, see, again, this is a more authentic, and they're into what they have a close-up images. They have close-up images. Okay, so this can be considered as an idea for creative, because close-up images immediately attracts attention, grabs attention, and hence can be used better. Always also looking for competitor ads. So what are they talking about? Standing in front of a Diwali. Okay, still they are running a Diwali ad. Not sure why. Okay, the split screen ad is running. This here arrow based, benefit based, where they're calling out important benefits in the product. Whenever, if you like the ads from the product, just again search for this brand here. and you can see more of the ads from this brand. This becomes easier for you. Okay, this is a more circle based. They are mentioning the price, which is a good thing. So can we mention the price in our creators, some of the, and test out between other creators, a percentage of offer. So that's how we can do the competitor research part in terms of Facebook ads library. Even you can go to marketplaces and read through reviews from your competitors, not just your Amazon reviews, but your competitor Amazon reviews also as well. Look into mainly one or two star reviews, because that is where the gold mine will be as to what exactly is going on with the competitors. Hopefully this was helpful. Now research with ChatGPT. These are 5 main questions you should be asking. List all the pains people have related to skincare. Next, what are the common objections people have before buying face wash? What do people look for when buying a face wash? List all the random things. This is important because now you can connect. When do how can you grab people's attention? When people see something unique on the timeline that is not something normally they see. That is when you grab attention, and hence I had said that Netflix plus skincare, because that way you grab attention. So look for random things. Ask ChatGPT what are the random things connected with skincare. They can say that travel is connected, hiking is connected. Let's see actually. Let's ask ChatGPT on this. What is the list of random things that people care about or find value in? Let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, here it is. Face wash. When it comes to face wash, find the value of products. So product ingredients, okay, we know this. Brand reputation, no. Give me a list of random keywords. Okay, nostalgia is something people are concerned about. You can see here. Random keywords related to skincare that are not intuitive or common use. Okay, pesticide complex, niacinamide. These are naming the ingredients. Okay, don't but random things like a Netflix movie or a proverb or a song or a quote. So the beauty inside. So proverb is beauty is only skin deep. So that is how you can skin by Rihanna. So then a book related to that. So this is random idea. So can you connect a book with your product? Something like this. Art movement. Famous painting. So painting. Can you connect a painting who is a painter who is more into visual arts and everything into a creative? So that is how you can research whenever you are researching about the brand and researching in general about anything for creating a creative. It will always help. Then list unique compelling ad angles. Ask before you start, read through compelling ad angles what can be used, and then you can build on it so that you don't start on a blank slate. Then the bonus would be in this category. When are people, this is an important question in terms of why are people willing to pay an extra premium. Usually DTC brands charge a more premium than the mass market, that's for sure. So then asking ChatGPT as to why would people pay more will always help you justify the price with an ad angle. For example, for skincare, it can be that why do people pay more? Because they have something active ingredients, or they have a unique ingredient that is only available in Himalayas, or that's an endorsed by influencer, or it's a limited edition product. So all these concerns, that is when people pay a premium for. That is how you can mention an ad angle that used by or trusted by so many, or from the roots of the Himalayan, some magical plant like that. But it should always be authentic. Don't fool or be unauthentic or unethical in your ads. If you're not doing it, if you're not actually having active ingredients, don't say it, because people are smart enough. This word of mouth is invisible. It spreads like wildfire but not visible to the brand. So don't make it unethical. So hopefully this was helpful to you. This is just a part of a series. If you like this video, if I see that there's some good engagement on this video, I will continue this series, starting with, I have already all things written up in terms of creative, how you should be designing it, what are the UGC scripts, how you can more efficiently use ChatGPT. So let me know, all of you, if if you need it, I'll continue the series. If not, then thank you very much. Thank you.